Hello, my dear students. Good morning to all of you. How are you feeling this time? I think all of you are fine. Now, let us join me. And today we shall read the second chapter of the textbook, The Sound of Music. Part 1, Evelyn Glennie listens to the sound without hearing. It means Evelyn Glennie listens to sound without hearing means without ear means she is hard of hearing. She is a deaf girl. Now we shall read first of all about Evelyn. Evelyn is a deaf girl. She cannot hear from the ear. But she was not born deaf. When she was of 8 years old, then for the first time it was felt that she was unable to listen to the sound. Now we shall read paragraph wise the lesson. In the first paragraph, we shall see, I am reading the lines. Rush hours, crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. A slight girl looking younger than her 17 years. So here in this paragraph, it has been told that Evelyn was under 17 years, means she was 16 years old girl, and she was going to London. She was from Scotland. Now she is standing at the platform and the train is arriving, and with the help of the vibration, she is understanding that the train was approaching for the first time. At that time, her age was 16 years old, and really, it was a big challenge to her that she could not hear the sounds of the people with her hearing, with her ears. And in the second stanza, we shall see that Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. It means when her age was only 8 years old, once her mother called her name and Evelyn could not hear to the mother. At that time, for the first time, the mother knew that her daughter was not hearing properly. That is why she was worried to see this. And when Evelyn was of 11 years old, it was confirmed that she was really hard of hearing, that she was really having her hearing, her ears weaker and weaker. And when a message was given by the headmistress of the school that that Evelyn was not hearing everything properly and her marks were becoming deteriorated. She was not getting the good marks when she was 11 years old. Her parents called her mother and they suggested her to go to a specialist because she was getting bad marks or poor marks by and by. Then we can see in the third stanza, but Evelyn was not going to give up. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. When Evelyn came to know that her ear and her hearing was becoming weaker and weaker, then she determined that she would live a normal life just like the other people. Means she was not much worried for her deafness. Deafness means here hard of hearing. Baharapan. In Hindi, Baharapan. So now we shall see that she determined at once that she would live a normal life like other girls, like other youngsters, and that is why she decided to be a percussionist. Percussionist means the player of instruments, the musician. Once suddenly she saw that there was a girl and she was playing on the xylophone. She also decided to play the xylophone, and that is why she went to, see in the line, most of the teachers discouraged her, but percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. He began by tuning two large drums of different notes, and he said, "Don't listen through your ears," he would say, "try to sense it some other ways." When she decided to play on the xylophone, many teachers discouraged her. They were saying that she could not play on the xylophone. But there was a good teacher, a teacher in the real sense, and he was Ron Forbes. Ron Forbes encouraged her, and he took two drums. One was bigger and the second was smaller. By the bigger drum, he was tuning the higher sound, and by the smaller one, he was tuning the lower sound. And he would say time and again to Evelyn that she should try to hear not by the ear but by the parts of the body. Then Evelyn decided to sense. Sense means here to realize, to feel the tuning of the instruments, the tuning of the drum by her parts of body. And she could feel rather deeply, far deeply than we hear from our ear. And in this way, by the inspiration of her teacher Ron Forbes, she was able to learn playing the xylophone. In this paragraph we have seen this. Once she says, "I had learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. The rest was sheer determination and hard work." Now she says, with the inspiration of her teacher Ron Forbes, she began to learn to open her mind and to open her potential of music. She learned how to hear the music without ear, and she decided, or she determined to do the hard work, and with the help of her determination and hard work, she became the topmost xylophone player. In the next paragraph, we can see she never looked back from that point onwards. She toured the United Kingdom with a youth, decided to make music with a youth orchestra, and by the time she was 16, she had decided to make music her life. She auditioned for the Royal Academy of Music and scored one of the highest marks in the history of Academy. She gradually moved from orchestral work to solo performances. In this paragraph, we have seen that once she went to United Kingdom with the Royal Academy of Music, and there she performed so well that she became one of the toppers, one of the highly ranking xylophone player there. And in this way, at the end of her 3 year course, she had captured most of the top onwards. You can see, firstly, she was attending the orchestra concerts, but one day she decided to become a solo player. And in order to get the learning of solo play, she went and joined academy of 3 years, and after getting the education of 3 years of solo music, she became a good musician of solo. See here the next paragraph. And for all this, Evelyn won't accept any hint of heroic achievement. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there. This is the sign of the great people. She was achieving awards after awards, but she was not an arrogant. She was not taking over prouded, and that is why she says that a person who goes higher and higher, he becomes more and more modest, more and more uh, humiliated. Modest means विनम्र. जो व्यक्ति जितना ही ऊंचाई पर जाता है, वास्तव में वो उतना ही अधिक विनम्र होता जाता है. और फिर वो कहती है कि अगर आप कठिन परिश्रम करते हैं और आपको अपना रास्ता मालूम है, तो एक न एक दिन आप अवश्य अपने गंतव्य पर पहुंच जाएंगे. She says, if you do hard work and you know your way well, certainly one day you will reach there, your destination. And in the next paragraph, she says, it is intriguing to watch Evelyn function so effortlessly without hearing. In our 2 hour discussion, she never missed a word. Men with bushy beards give me trouble. Time to time, she was making the fun of the people also. She was trying to provide the pleasure to the people, trying to provide the delight to the people. And an example of the fun is here, that one day she said that the people of bushy beards were troubling her because her teacher was having the bushy beard, and her teacher was again and again forcing her to do the hard work. That is why she was making the fun of it, that her teacher was troubling her, but it was only the fun. She speaks flawlessly with a Scottish lilt. Lilt means here tongue. Lilt means tongue. Tongue means here twist. Means lahja, bhasa, accent. So really she was speaking flawlessly. Flawlessly means without flaw. Without fault. So she was speaking the Scottish language flawlessly, but up to 11. Because Up to 11, she was listening everything clearly, and she was speaking also clearly. And surprising to you, you can see that she could explain in French and Japanese also. And the writer says that he was unable to understand how she managed to speak French and Japanese. In the next paragraph, as for music, she explains, it pours in through every part of my body. It tingles in the skin, my cheekbones, and even in my hair. When she plays the xylophone, she can sense the sound passing up the stick into the fingerprints. And in this paragraph, we shall see that Evelyn is saying that she could sense the sounds of higher pitch or of lower pitch with each and every part of her body, even through her hair, even through her skin, through her bone. When she was hearing when someone was tuning the higher pitch of sound, she was feeling it from the upper part of the waist. And when someone was tuning the lower pitch of sound, she was feeling it with the lower part of her body. Even from her hair, from her tips of the fingers, means with the help of each and every part of her body, she was feeling, she was sensing the pitch of sound, the tuning of sound. And in the next paragraph, we can see paragraph 8. Not surprisingly, Evelyn delights her audiences. In 1991, she was presented with the Royal Philharmonic Society's prestigious Soloist of the Year award. Philharmony. See the word? H is silent here. Philharmony. Philharmony means the irresistant quality of doing the work. Irresistant quality of doing the work means काम काम करने से न रुकने की इच्छा, मतलब हमेशा काम करते रहने की इच्छा, काम को न रोकना। तो उसके अंदर ऐसी भावना थी कि वह हमेशा काम करते रहना चाहती थी। You can see how hard working girl was Evelyn, and how aspiring feeling, how aspiring sense she had in order to reach her destination, in order to achieve her goal. And due to this quality of doing the hard work, she could reach on the top of the people who have got the higher rank in music. You can understand. She says, I have just got to work, often harder than classical musicians, but the rewards are enormous. Apart from the regular concert, Evelyn also gives the free concert in prisons and hospitals. She also gives high priority to classes for young musicians. You can see that Evelyn was not only a professional musician, she was not only doing the concert for earning the money. Time and again, she was going to the hospitals in order to give pleasures to the patients. She was going to the schools in order to please and make the fun of the students. And in this way, time and again, she was she was providing the pleasure, she was offering the pleasure and delight to the people. And on the other hand, you can see that she was a handicapped girl and she was pleasing others. In this way, if a handicapped girl can please others, if a handicapped girl can do such a highly achieving things and awards, then why can I not? She is a shining inspiration for deaf children. They see that there is nowhere that they cannot go. And really, she was an inspiring source for the deaf children because she was deaf. Deaf means, I said you, bahara, hard of hearing, जो सुन नहीं पाता है. So she was a deaf girl. She was mainly the source of inspiration for the deaf girl and the other youngsters also. When the other youngsters were listening to her, they were saying, if she can do such things, why we cannot? And in the last paragraph, you can see Evelyn Glennie has already accomplished more than most people twice her age. Accomplished. Accomplished means done, achieved. Accomplish means to achieve. To achieve. Accomplished more than most people twice her age, she has brought percussion to the front of the orchestra. Percussion means instrument. Instrument. So she has brought the percussion to the front of the orchestra. Means by her instrument she could carry this program orchestra to the front. In other words, orchestra was the synonym of Evelyn and Evelyn was the synonym of orchestra because she was the perfect percussionist. She was the perfect xylophone player. This instrument was really brought to the front in the orchestra by Evelyn Glennie. She has given inspiration to those who are handicapped, people who look to her and say, if she can do it, I can, and not the least. She has given enormous pleasure to millions. And in the end, the writer says that she was not only a prestigious percussionist, a prestigious xylophone player, but also she was a fun-making girl also, and she was offering the fun and pleasure to the people, and that is why the other people were saying that if Evelyn Glennie can do such a great thing, such good performances, if she can achieve so high and a lot of rewards, then why cannot the normal people? In this way, really she was the inspiration, the source of inspiration for other people. Now we can see the answer of the questions. How old was Evelyn when she went to the Royal Academy of Music? The answer is she was 16 years old when she was going to join the Royal Academy of Music. Second question, why was her deafness first noticed? When was it confirmed? So we can see when she was 8 years old and her mother called her name, she was Evelyn was waiting for playing the piano. When her mother called her name, she could not hear it. Then her mother guessed that she was deafening by and by. And it was confirmed when Evelyn was 11-year old, when she was getting poor marks. Her marks were deteriorating. Deteriorate means to become poor. When her marks were becoming poor, then the people, her mother and the teachers came to know that she was really weakening her hard of hearing. And next question, who helped her to continue the music? It was Ron Forbes, her teacher, who encouraged her to learn the music with the help of her body parts, not with the help of her ears. And he helped her to continue her music learning. What did he do and say? And her teacher was drumming the drums in higher pitch, in higher sounds and in lower sounds, and she was learning it, she was hearing it with the upper part of her waist and with the lower part of her waist. And name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performs, so you can understand that Evelyn performed at United States, at the hospitals, at the schools, and other places. Uh, she was attending the concerts, the auditions, and in this way, at several places, she went and she got the rewards. See here, once James Blades said to Evelyn, God may have taken her hearing, but he has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any one of us. That is why she expresses music so beautifully. James Blade said for her that she was expressing the music so beautifully because she was feeling the music with the help of her body parts far, far deeply than we hear with our ears. In the last, I can say, my dear students, मेरे प्यारे बच्चों, मैं कह सकता हूँ कि इवलिन जो कि बहरी थी, किंतु अपने अथक प्रयास से, अपने निरंतर प्रयास से और अपने एक प्रेरक गुरु के माध्यम से, अपने कठिन संकल्प से वह इस क्षेत्र में, म्यूजिक के क्षेत्र में, विशेष रूप से जाइलोफोन इंस्ट्रूमेंट के क्षेत्र में वह दुनिया के उच्चतम प्लेयर्स में से एक बन सके। इसलिए यह लेसन हमको शिक्षा देता है कि everyone can do what he wants, but he should have much more determination. He should do the hard work regularly, perseverantly. Thank you, my dear students. If you have understood me, you will send your response, and I will send you the answers in written also. That's all.